actually do still do that. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum. This is the KIK here with God. Damn, I'll call you God XL.
Hey, call me God XL, baby. That's the OG of it. That's how I started.
I'm here with God XL. Some of y'all know him as Rory. Some of y'all know him as Xavier. Some of y'all know him as the Comet. What's is the correct title? Comet or comedian?
You know, people talk about that. Comedian is supposed to be like a more professional thing. Like, I'm a motherfucking comedian. I work, I do this, you know. A comic is a nigga at an open mic. That's, in theory, whatever. But I don't really think, I mean, honestly, I think it's pretentious shit. I don't think it really makes a difference. Like, I'm a stand-up comic. Stand-up comedian. I've been doing this for 13 years. I think I earned my stripes to say whatever, whichever way is the best way to say it. You know, all right. I'm that.
Now, peep this. I met you in 1992 or 3 with Kevin and Khalik Production. Back then, we were rival crews, POBUMS, and like Khalik Production. So, when you was an MC, how does that transition and help you with your comedy and stuff on stage? It's
the same joint, man. It's the same thing. It's a lot of the same because, you know, taking it all the way back there, I used to freestyle a lot. I wrote too, but a lot of it was freestyle. And comedy, there's not a lot of freestyling if you're a professional comic. I know my jokes. I have jokes. Before I go up there, I know pretty much what the fuck I'm going to say. However, there's things that happen during the course of a set. I had some drunk dude knock the whole table over. Like, it was a massive crash. But he had been being an asshole during the show earlier to a couple other comics and stuff. This happened like right at the top of my set, so he really had fuck with me. But I was going to roast him already because he had been being an asshole earlier. And the whole table collapsed. Like, everybody in the place was like, ah! And I just looked down and I was like, so anyway, and I just went back to telling jokes and the place erupted because everybody knew he was being an asshole. So, like, nobody gave a fuck. Like, literally, dude was like laying in his filth. It was like shit, like, all his drinks were all on top of him, glass everywhere and shit. I ignored that motherfucker completely because he was being, you know. But anyway, my point is, that's like a freestyle moment. A lot of people would have froze. A lot of people would have, might have, you know, just shut the show down or some shit like that. I kept the show moving. They took care of dude. You know, I don't want to sound like a monster. Something like that. He wasn't cut up or nothing like that. He just got shit spilled all over him. And the wait staff took care of dude, and I kept the show moving. A lot of that is thinking on my feet, just like an MC, you know, when you have to in a battle rhyme or freestyle session or whatever. All right. That was a long-ass answer for that. I keep them tight.
All right. Now, that's cool. Now, peep this out. When first... Let's go back. You said you've been doing this for 13. Man, that's crazy. So, like, you've been doing this for 13 years. So, what made you decide that you wanted to step on stage and try it? Did you know at first, or like was it like a dare? Or
no, man. It's a crazy story. I'm gonna keep it real tight. There's a comedian by the name of Craig Robinson. Craig Robinson from The Office, Hot Tub Time Machine, shit like that. Craig, we happened to hang out at the same bar in LA. I lived in LA from 2005 to 2010 almost. Off and on in LA and some other places. But anyway, Craig and I happened to hang out in the same bar 2006, 2007. And this is before he kind of blew up. He was famous, but he wasn't like huge like he is now. And I used to make him laugh. And he literally like used to try to get me to come to shit with him. I was working very hard at the time, and he used to try to get me to come hang out with him at like these Hollywood parties and go to the, you know, Laugh Factory and shit like that. He's like, man, you're funny. You should get on stage with that. And I was like, man, you get out. I was, you know, 9 to 5 cat. I was like, nah, man, I'm good. I appreciate you, you know, whatever. Fast forward, economy crashes, my business folds. I'm back here in Chicago, not in LA. Craig is from Chicago. Chicago's like known for. I call Chicago like the Dominican Republic of comedy. It's where a whole lot of talent comes from. Just like it in baseball. A lot of people come to Chicago from all over the country just to learn how to do stand-up. So when I came back home, when the economy shut down my business, when I came back to Chicago, a professional comedian told me I was funny. maybe I should like look into that. Also, I couldn't find a job because, like I said, 2010 the economy was still suffering from what happened in 2008. It's actually because the type of positions I was looking for really weren't. I wasn't getting anything that I thought I wanted to do. Okay. I had a lot of money because even though my bills was folded, I was able to take a lot, sell off a portion of it, and get some capital. And I didn't have to work, so I was like, I'm trying to figure out, and then waiting for the economy to bounce back, whatever. I'll try this comedy shit. That's one of the reasons why, like, you opened the show. You said some people know me as Rory. Some people, my name's Rory. Xavier Lamont was a nickname on a nickname. XL was my nickname. Okay. And you said got XL. XL was a nickname because I'm 6'7", but y'all can't tell. We sit on the couch next to each other. We look similar, close in size, somewhat. Just that's the way he has the camera set up. I'm a massive human being. I'm 6'7" and a whole bunch of pounds. Y'all need to know the exact weight. I'm a big cat. I'm a big dude. And so XL is my nickname. And one time, one of my homies, I think it was Ski, my homie Melvin, some girl was talking to me, said something stupid, and asked me what XL stood for. And he was like, Xavier Lamont, that's what his real name is. And we thought it was corny as shit, and it just became like a thing that stuck. And like my first Hotmail account was set up with Xavier Lamont, like 98 or some shit like that. But
so, that's not your real name, though.
No. Xavier Lamont's not in my name at all. It's literally a joke that one of the homies from JC said is stuck. And you know what? It's stuck is just like a joke amongst us. And then like I said, I used like my first Hotmail account. I was like, yeah, I use that because you remember back in the day, the internet. I mean, still shit now. You don't want people knowing all your business on the internet. So I use that. You don't have to have no real identification back then. So I used Xavier Lamont. And so it was always a thing. So when I started doing comedy, I was still like trying to go back into the corporate world of sales or something like that. I didn't want to use my real name. People were losing their jobs. That was also in a time frame where people were losing their jobs because shit that was on YouTube or something like that. And so I started using the fake name Xavier Lamont. And it's weird because I don't want to change it
because I thought Rory was your real name, but I thought Xavier Lamont was like a middle name for like all these years.
So yeah, I don't. Here's a funny thing. There's still people in the comedy community. I've been doing comedy for 13 years. I'm pretty well known in the Chicago comedy scene, and there's comics that I've known for literally a decade. And every now and then, now I'm incorporated. So when somebody cuts me a check for something, it's just Xavier Lamont. But like, if you Zelle me money for a show or something like that, it comes up to my bank account. It doesn't. Xavier Lamont still goes to Rory's bank account. Gotcha. So there's somebody like, your name's Rory? And I'm like, oh yeah, I thought you knew that. Like, I don't hide it. It's never been like some kind of mysterious thing. It started out because I didn't know if I was funny. Found out I was kind of funny. I'm funny as fuck. I'm gonna be modest and shit. I'm fucking hilarious. I'm fucking hilarious. Come see me. I found out I was actually funny, so I guess it's now I'm in too deep. Like, if I mean, it probably wouldn't make that big of a difference. I don't know, but I've done the whole Xavier Lamont brand, so I'm just sticking with the Xavier Lamont on the stage shit.
That's what's up. Now, people
probably Magic Johnson. Well, just change it all together.
Earlier you said people come to Chicago to learn how to do comedy. So is there like comedy, I don't know, class or school or how does that work? Or is it just getting on stage and practicing at clubs?
Okay, so Second City is kind of a comedy school. Not kind of, it is. It's a comedy college, basically. And there are people who take classes there. They learn how to write. Second City is basically like the farm team for SNL. Okay. Everybody on SNL, half of SNL's staff, on screen and off screen, they come from Second City in Chicago, or one of the Second City campuses that are tied to Chicago, or there's an Upright Citizens. No, is it Upright Citizens? Yeah, that's the other one. Anyway, Upright was started by people who learned in Chicago. But we have the city is conducive to, if you came here from Kansas and you got an apartment or whatever, didn't have a car, You can ride buses and trains in Chicago real easy to get around to different mics and shows and stuff. We have like 5 comedy clubs in the city, actual dedicated clubs, plus 100 bars that do shows, if not more. I have no idea. I never counted the total number, but there's a bar anywhere willing to do a comedy show, and give people a chance to do an open mic and stuff like that. Hell, I run a show right now called Sneaky Links. It's in Naperville at the Hollywood Palms movie theater. We do it on Tuesday nights. We picked a night of the week that we knew people that this theater they weren't drawing people. So we wanted to bring in people on an off night. It generates a little income for the theater because they serve food and alcohol there. And most comics don't have a lot of shit going on Tuesday nights. Our big work is usually, Thursday through Sunday. So it's easier to get some pretty decent comics on a Tuesday, to book them on a Tuesday night, than it would be to get them on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. They got the kind of comics that we book, the kind of comics that we like are usually working on the weekend. So it was working out. We've had a lot of sellout shows. We have 2 sellout shows. We've only done 4, 3/4 of the way full. The last.
That's at Hollywood Palms.
Hollywood Palms Theater in Naperville. Yeah.
I was just there a few nights ago watching John Wick.
John Wick 4, what you think of it, man?
Love it.
Yeah, I don't want to do any spoilers, but I really enjoyed the dog. And here's the funny thing: I'm not a dog person, man. I'm not a pet person. I don't want anybody getting mad at me or anything like that. I don't hate dogs. I'm not a big fan of them, but I'm not a pet person. I don't like the idea of pets. But I was high as shit. Well, I was me and my buddy smoked in the car for about a good 20 minutes before we went to go see that, and I just kept remembering being really impressed by that damn dog. It looked like he had facial expressions. Like, I don't know if they did that or if he actually did, or maybe I was just high.
I think it might have been just me.
Nah, I think it was just me because I've been trying to get a thing online with it, and nobody's been jumping on board with me.
Nah. The movie was good. The body count got damn ridiculous.
He only said 380 words.
Yeah, I just read that today. Yeah.
And and it's messed up because that's my favorite John Wick film, and I'm like, damn, I don't know if there's a correlation there between him not talking, and but it's a good flick, man. It was a dope. It's exactly what, if you're a fan of the John Wick franchise, it's exactly what you asked for.
I don't think it should have ended the way it ended, but I guess it is what it is.
I don't know if that's the end. I mean, I don't want to spoil it. I don't know. I mean, it's almost 2 weeks in, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I don't know how fast you edit and get these out. Oh, this is live shit, so people watching live. Yeah, so damn, I didn't even realize that. I thought we was going to have edits and shit.
What's up, Patty? What's up?
Yeah. I don't want to spoil it for anybody then, for sure. But I'm not sure that that's the end. They're still talking about a John Wick 5.
All right.
You know what I would love? If they did a thing where that brother became like the new John Wick, because Mr. Nobody was kind of dope.
Right.
And it's also dope that we never did get a name for him. He was just Mr. Nobody. So, I think that would be a nice transition.
That's what's up. Now, let me ask you this. What is the worst comedy show you ever did?
There is a legendary comedy show in Chicago comedy. Anybody from Chicago comedy watching this, it was at Laugh Factory. It was on, which one is this? Labor Day weekend. And for whatever reason, they decided to try a new show. I think they thought no one was going to come out on Labor Day, actually come out on Labor Day. I can't remember if it was a Sunday or actually Labor Day. Whichever it was, doesn't really matter for the story. Sorry, everybody. I'll cut to it. They didn't think a lot of people were going to come out that night. And there was a line around the corner. And they didn't even change the sign outside to tell anybody that there was a different show. It just said Chicago's Best Comedy Stand-Up. So I performed. I had a good set. I did 15 minutes, got laughs. Another comic named Marty DeRosa did 15 minutes, crushed. You know what I'm saying? And then these guys tried to do a game show. It was like a people's court, but it was called Malort Court. Malort Court, anybody in Chicago comedy watching this, you know, this legendary story. And they had never actually practiced what they were trying to, like, there was no dress rehearsal or anything like that. They just tried to freeball it at the show. And I have never seen people left injured. Like, there were, I don't know what the capacity for the Laugh Factory is in Chicago, but I think it's close to 300 people. And there were groups of like 10 leaving at the same time. One dude left and he screamed. The Laugh Factory, if you've ever been, it's a kind of like the Paramount Theater downtown Aurora. It's an old school kind of theater looking. It has a balcony overhang and stuff, but it's an old school theater, you know, type of vibe. And it's very nice, but it has that old school vibe to it. And the bar is outside the theater, so we can't see what's happening in the theater. They have a screen, a TV screen up where you can see the show, but you can't see or hear what's happening in the theater. It's soundproof. So we didn't know the audience was fucking hating the Malort Court show. The comic, me and the other comic that performed already, we're sitting at the bar, we're chopping up, we're laughing. There's a few other comics that just came to hang out, and we're all just laughing. And I see the staff is running back and forth. They're kind of frantic. And all of a sudden, this guy just comes out. So I want to talk to the fucking manager now. None of the managers are there. He's loose. This is bullshit. And I'm thinking it's something wrong with his tab or something. Somebody was rude to him. Maybe a comic shit on him. I don't know. I don't know what's going on because we can't hear. So he leaves. Anyway, sorry. I'll get to the point of the story. People just started leaving in droves and droves. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And apparently the show was just so bad that, and they thought that they were getting stand-up, and it was just, I don't know what happened. I didn't, like I said, we could see it on the screen, but we really weren't paying attention. But they just didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Because when you do a comedy show, if you're doing a concept, it's no different than, you had questions in mind before you sat down to do this. When you had some stuff you wanted to ask me about. You probably, well, maybe you freestyle and stuff. You freestyle. Oh, you're a freestyle MC. You're a freestyle MC. You thought about you was gonna ask me about comedy or some shit like that, right? But you've done this before. This isn't your first show. Right. Like this was their first show, and they were trying to do a concept thing that they didn't explain to the audience. The audience didn't know what the fuck they were watching, and they just started getting drunker and madder, and they just stormed out in droves. 300 people left, made a show stop early, which I had never seen before. Like, they demanded that, they were like yelling and screaming, and they just stopped the show. And I think the comics that were on the show just tried to do regular comedy after that, which nobody wanted to fucking hear, because they were all pissed off that they sat through like an hour of bullshit. Right. Yeah. That was a nightmare show. I did well, though. That's the point of the story. I crushed. But that was because I did one before they did all the other crazy shit.
Now, how do you deal with hecklers at a show? Because my thing is, I don't go to comedy shows because if I'm there, like, I get bored. So if I can watch them on TV and stuff all day. So I don't know if that's just me just being antsy and not used to comedy.
ADHD.
Stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, because at home you probably got your phone in your hand.
Yeah, something like that.
And something else going on, and you catching a couple jokes here and there. Yeah. It's ADHD, that's all. Every comic has it.
Yeah. Except I hate watching it, and then there's a heckler in the show, because I'll be like, this dude, everybody came, and like they paid their money. So why is this motherfucker just acting like that and just keep going, just won't shut the fuck up? So I be like, do the comics keep going back and forth with him, or do they tell security, or it's just like
every situation is different and every comic's different. Fortunately, because of my size, I don't deal with a whole lot of hecklers. I think it's my size and the way I talk on stage. Like I'm talking to the audience. I'm very animated. I don't usually give hecklers a place where they would feel comfortable saying some shit to me. Now, that doesn't mean I've never had hecklers. I've definitely had drunk assholes. Usually it's a bunch of drunk dudes. I've had a couple females that were like, most of the time it's drunk people. It's drunk people. When sometimes you can have fun with them. You know what I'm saying? Some comics will just destroy them. It totally depends with me on it depends on the offense. I talk about a lot of social issues, a lot of racial issues and shit. And so like if you like go racist or you are, I had a woman walk out on some stuff that I said about, some stuff I said about white people, which was exceptionally odd because I had said some other really foul shit about other things, and she laughed at that shit. But then the thing I said about white people, which was completely some very like out there shit. I don't want to give away my joke, but it was some really out there shit.
What was it, son? What was it?
Nah, it wasn't like it was like some like completely impossible shit, right? We should send all the white people to Mars, some shit like that, right? All white people should go to Mars, like some crazy shit like that, like some shit black people would never, or I shouldn't say never, because I believe in the future, but some shit that black people don't have the power to do today.
Oh shit, son!
Like we don't have the power to do that shit today. We send all the white people to Mars. She like got up. She not only got up and left. She like got up and complained to the owner of the spot that what I said was like fucked up, and the owner literally was like, "You're the only one not laughing." Like he pointed back at the audience. The audience was fucking dying, and so like somebody like that, she wasn't a heckler. I don't know why I brought that one, but if somebody like that who's clearly upset about material I'm saying because they're sensitive to it in a way that means that like I'm poking you in a place that hurts. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna destroy you. I'm gonna destroy you. I'm about to make you have a bad night. I will risk not being invited back to this place because fuck you. But most of the time, I'm kind of just like trying to have fun with it.
So you don't. I shouldn't say you don't care. So like you don't deal with so-called cancel culture. If you say
I
a
give
word,
a fuck. I say all kind of shit. Like I want to. Okay, let me say something about this whole cancel culture and shit. First of all, I'm gonna say something. I'm woke. If you don't like woke, fuck you. I'm woke. I stay woke, baby, because I live in a society that's trying to put me to sleep on a regular motherfucking basis, and I ain't gonna let them. And the whole making woke a pejorative shit, because white people trying to steal our shit. We've been saying this shit since the motherfucking 40s, nigga. You ain't finna take this shit and make it hurt my feelings. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. And the cancel culture shit is, it annoys me, especially when comics talk about this shit, because at the end of the day, if the shit that you say is funny, nobody's gonna give a fuck. If it's actually funny, this would never happen now, but 13 years ago when I started in 2010, 2011, I had comics who I consider friends, white dudes. They would say, "Hey man, I think I have a joke, but I want to use an N-word. Like, what do you think?" And I would literally look them in the face and say, "If it's so funny that I forget to knock you the fuck out, do it." That's it. Nah. Do you want to tell me the joke? Because if you have that much confidence in that joke, if it's that funny that you don't think I'm gonna knock you the fuck out when you say it, because I'm gonna be laughing so hard, that's a gold ass joke. Hell yeah, I want you to say that joke because that's a joke that's gonna make you fucking famous. Because it should be that serious. And so, like, I'm not gonna call somebody an F, or I'm not gonna, shit on somebody's disability or something, unless I have something that is so insanely cold.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna say this shit. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna put it to you like this. Let me put it to you like this. Let me tell you like this. I always say I would never bring a white girl home to my mama unless she was so cold that even my mom would be like, "I see why my baby was with her. That totally makes sense." Like, oh yeah, look at her. She badding him up. She look like Jessica Rabbit. Like, I'm not bringing no trash ass chick home to my mama, my brown skinned mama. That shit sounds insane. Okay. I'm not saying I would. I'm just saying you ain't gonna be my mama. But we can still fuck around. But you just not gonna meet my mama. But what? Keeping it 100. But yeah. So I think people should say, if you believe that shit, stand on it. I'm gonna say I say some wild, like, come out and check me out, baby. I'll be at the Comedy Vault in Batavia. I'm giving you heads up, motherfuckers watching the show. You watch this later, you watch on the replay. I know how this shit usually works. I know people on my channel gonna watch on the replay because I just posted it. I didn't realize we was live until like 10 minutes ago. But I'm April 16th. I'm at Comedy Vault. I'm doing like a 20-minute set at Comedy Vault, and you come out and see what I'm talking about. I stand on my shit. I say some wild shit. But if I get canceled for the shit I say, cancel me. because it's some shit I believe.
You ever had a manager of a club or a show be like, "Hey man, we like you, but comedy kind of don't fit here," or something like that?
No, they just don't book you. That's how that works. They just, if they don't like what you do, they just don't book you. I had one comedy booker who I lived in Miami for a brief period of time, and I was doing shows down there and flying back and forth to Chicago. And cocaine is currency in Miami. Like literally, I used to have a maid service. And we used to leave them a tip, like $40, $50 tip every time, because I had a roommate. Me and my boy was down there, and we leave it on the counter. And one time he forgot to leave the tip. And when I asked him, I said, "You didn't leave the tip?" "Nah, fuck, we gotta go back." And he goes, "You know what I did leave? I left a little baggie."
What?
He left a baggie, but he didn't mean to leave the baggie. I'm not hearing this. He didn't mean to leave the baggie. It was an accident. It was like when he left out, it fell out his wallet the night before. Same place that we leave the money for the tip. So check this out. We worked together. They took the baggie, homie. Not only did they take the baggie, they were so grateful, fam. They were so grateful. They were like, Mister, you need us to clean? You need us to clean, mister? Hey, on everything, I swear that's a true story.
Goddamn cocaine bear in Miami.
Hey, like that shit happened. I was like, well, damn, can I go to Publix with this shit? Can I go to the grocery store? Can I hit the Walgreens with the baggie? Hey,
disclaimer, I don't know that dude. No, I'm joking. Oh man, straight up.
But
that's wild.
Yeah,
wow.
but so anyway, I told that story on stage. I made it into a joke, and I didn't know the club owner had, or maybe currently had a really bad problem with cocaine. And he pulled me aside and was like, "Don't ever fucking do that joke. You'll never work here again if you ever do that joke again." I never did it. I tell the story on podcasts and shit all the time. I never did the joke again. It was funny. I mean, it's a funny story. You was just laughing. It was more details and shit in it because it really happened. And I never did it again because this dude was like, he was the first person to let me headline a club. He was the first person had me open for famous comedians and shit. And so, I felt like he was looking out for me. I didn't take it like, I found out later that I didn't know at the time he had a coke problem. When he first said it, I was kind of like, tell me what the fuck to do. And I thought about it, I was like, man, this motherfucker put you on stage more than anybody else. Shut the fuck up and just, take the L. And so I didn't do it. But most club owners and bookers kind of let you do what you think, let you do your thing. Because if the audience is laughing, and they like you, they're going to bring you back. You know what I mean? Almost all bookers and club owners are failed comics or comics that transitioned. I don't want to say failed. Failed is like a shitty thing. Cause like my homie Glenn runs a club and he was a comic. He was a stand-up for a long time. He's a very good stand-up. He worked quite a bit. He worked well enough that he bought a club. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say failed, but a lot of them are comics that weren't that funny. I want to shout out Glenn. You were funny. I don't know if you are not, nigga. You may have been on stage in a minute from where I understand, but you used to be. But yeah. So most of them get it. They understand. They're not there to tell you what to do. Zanies used to kind of have that reputation of telling comics what they could and couldn't say. But even like the old guard at Zanies that used to feel that way is gone. And they have diversified their lineup.
I've been here once a long time ago.
Yeah. They used to be a very Seinfeld-esque lineup. Not to say anything bad about the comics that worked there. There was plenty of funny comics who worked there. They just looked like characters on Friends or Seinfeld.
True. And
now it's a lot more diverse. I won't say very diverse. That'd be stretching a little bit, but it's a lot more diverse, and it's dope. It's dope. It's a good spot.
Let me ask you this: let's say you have a new spot or a new show you're doing, when you go to write a joke, do you actually write the joke, or is it like you freestyle in the mirror, or do you just say it a couple of times, just let it come, or do you have like flashcards or
so let me tell
notebook, or how you like?
Tell you how all I work. You open this up talking about me as an MC, and we're gonna come right back to it. So I used to freestyle as an MC. I never actually used to write my rhymes down. The shit that Jay-Z does and stuff. I used to do that shit. I'm not trying to say I'm Jay-Z.
One take home.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't one take. I used to have to repeat that shit 9 times. But I would come up, like, I used to come up with stuff, freestyle, and I would just remember it. Just like, I still can remember, like, some of those. Like, I was made in the shade because my shade is a grade that's darker than the next. My complexion is so complex that the others call me colors, but the color of others. Like, I've never written that shit down. But I've been saying it for 30 years. So my jokes are literally the same. When I first started, my first 6 months, I used to type them out on my computer because physically writing, I don't know if it's because I have big hands. I don't know if it's just because I've always had kind of sloppy handwriting. I've never had really.
Remember more.
Writing, physically writing, no, it doesn't. I've never had that. I don't need that, man. Like, I could tell you stories about when we was hanging out on Lake Street in rap battles, man. Like, my memory's weird. My memory's weird. We could have been talking about something when we walk in, and when we walked in here, and you'd be like, "Hey, what was that?" And I'm like, "What the fuck?" And you have to remind me, and I'm like, "Oh yeah." I you have to remind me, but you like, "Hey man, remember that time we did that rap battle?" I can tell you everything about that rap battle. I can tell you it was in October Warden's apartment.
Wow.
You had Joe Cruz, Toby, and out in ATL. And yeah, but no, I'm saying I can remember details like that as well. I was just actually just looking at this stuff about our ancestors and our African ancestry, us in the diaspora, and they were talking about how our history throughout time, we knew how to write, but we didn't write the history down because of just different things in time, like shit can get burned up and stuff like that. It was a normal thing to be like, to have people just be, I tell you, you tell your kid tells his kid, blah, blah, blah. But there were specifically people who, like, they used to find and like, okay, this one's a good one. He could do that. And like, the more I learn about this shit, I am definite that, I am certain that I was one of those. I am of that lineage. I'm not trying to be weird or something like that. I'm just saying, I can remember particulars about stories and events and shit that happened in a way that, I mean, nobody's memory is perfect. I don't want to make it sound like, it's not like a photogenic memory. I just remember stories. And a lot of that stuff, about 50% of my material is shit that actually happened to me, and I make a story, and then other stuff is commentary on stuff. Sometimes I mix it up, you know, but...
you ever have a joke, and then like over the time you like build on the joke, kind of like a Lego set, you like build on it more and more and more and more until you like, all right, it's done now.
Shout out to comedian Mike Leibowitz, cat that taught me this. I used to just write the joke. When I used to write, this was back when I used to actually type my jokes out. I would type out the joke, I'd have the joke, and I'd tell the joke, that joke would be done, I'd go on to the next joke. And Mike, it's like, hey man, let me ask you something. You write really good fucking jokes, but why do you always just stop the fucking joke? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you have a joke, everybody's laughing, you like let them laugh, and then you just tell a whole other joke. Like, you don't do, they're called tags.
Okay.
That's what we call them in the term of the art, term of trade or whatever. I didn't used to do tags. I didn't used to have any tags. I just like have a thought. I say that thought, get the laugh, move on to the next thought. Now, I would try to pair my thoughts so that I could segue to something that made sense. I wouldn't like be talking about having sex and then talking about politics and then talking about kids or something. I'd segue them in a way that made sense. I definitely put the kids closer to the sex. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Kidding. Damn, this is live. We can't edit that shit. We get Ari Spears for this. No. But I'd segue them in a way that they made sense together, but I wouldn't I wouldn't write. I forgot what the fuck you asked. I'm sorry. I made that joke and I just realized
this joke. Do you like build onto?
Oh yeah, build on. Yeah. Like, so then after he told me that, he goes, yeah, man, you got them laughing. They're already in the space. Add more shit. Keep doing that shit. Like, you got a joke that's a minute joke. That might be a 5-minute joke. And you just stopping at a minute and just leaving them laughing. Like, no, fucking keep going. And so a lot of jokes start out as just one. As a matter of fact, most of my jokes start out as one line, the thing that makes me laugh. You know, there's something that pops in my head that makes me laugh. and then I build backwards from how do I get to that? How do I get to that shit? How do I get to that funny part? And I work backwards. So if it's something that actually happened, I don't have to. I just know the story already. But if it's more conceptual, I have a joke about the Incans and throwing babies in volcanoes. The Incan society threw babies in volcanoes. Some real shit. You can Google it. You can Google it. They threw babies in volcanoes as a sacrifice. Some real shit that happened. Right? Now, you see you laughing right now just at the thought of Incans throwing babies in volcanoes, right? Like, why the fuck would you think? So that's where I was at. I thought, where we going with this? Where we going with this? Here's where we're going with this is, the joke was born out of, the school shooting in Uvalde where like 19 kids died because the cops were some coward-ass pussies and were too afraid to go in even though they had tactical gear. And coward-ass pussies that were too afraid to go in when they shoot motherfucking brothers with nothing but a phone in their hand, but they were scared to go up against a motherfucker that had one motherfucker with a weapon while they all had weapons and fucking protective gear. Pussy motherfuckers. But anyway, when that happened, I was enraged like most people. And rage is one of the things. There's two things that make me funny: weed and anger. If I get upset about something, I usually think of something funny to say about the shit. If I get really upset about it, or if I'm high. And I was really upset about when I found out, what happened with the cops, and also the inaction that I knew was going to follow after something as horrible as what happened in Uvalde. It was happening everywhere. Shit just happened Monday in Tennessee. Yeah. And it's happening all the time. There's so many school shootings that you don't even know about because the shit happens so frequently that unless it's extraordinarily heinous, they don't even report some of the shit anymore. There's been 130 mass shootings in America. There's only been 87 days in the year. 130 mass shootings in America this year. There's only been 88 days in the year. This is the 88th day of the year. And we're at 130 mass shootings already. It's fucking bullshit. So the baby is a volcano joke came from me being upset about that, wanting to talk about how absurd it is that we're letting our children die this way and nobody's willing to do because of some dumb fucking sacred piece of paper that was written 200 years ago. Was it bicentennial? Yeah, almost 250 years ago. Sorry, the weed has got me in a weird spot right now. It'll be 247 years ago. They put that shit down. America's 247 years old. I'm sorry, I was trying to do the math in my head. I'm weird like that. It won't stop until I figured it out. Our bicentennial is a 26, or not 200, not bicentennial. 250 year is 2026. We holding to the Second Amendment bullshit, which actually we're not even holding to, but that's a whole other thing. So I couldn't go and just talk about school shootings. I couldn't talk about kids getting shot. Nobody wants to laugh at that shit. Nobody wants to. But the absurdity of throwing babies in volcanoes is some shit that, it's so absurd that your first thing is, why the fuck are you talking about this? And I make a connection later in the bit to school shootings that people. I don't have to hit you over the head with it. You'll get it at the end. The comparison that's how I put shit together. That's how I build it out from the first thing that I found funny. I don't know why babies and volcanoes popped in my head. I knew somewhere, I learned in high school or college or somewhere that somebody did that, some culture did it. And once I figured that out, I literally Googled who did it, and then I Googled some facts about that society. And I built a whole joke around it to tie it back to it. That's my process of me when I'm talking about when I do a lot of commentary. The most important thing is to be funny. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if I make a point if nobody's laughing. It has to be funny. But if I can be really funny and maybe there's a slight chance that the shit that I said makes you feel a little bit different on some shit in a good way, that's a double win for me. I am not comparing myself to Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle. I am saying I am of a similar ilk in that, just like now I've been talking to this shit, I'll take you on a like long story, but at the end there's a payoff, and you know sometimes I'll talk about some real shit in the middle of it, but I try to look at the absurdity of it.
All right.
It's kind of like when I was an MC. I used to try to talk about real shit.
Gotcha. Okay. Yo, this is the kid. I came about to close this out. So I'm here with God XL. Tell them where you're gonna be at your next show. Wait, hold on. I'm here with God XL, Xavier Lamont, and Rory. And he's been doing comedy for how many years?
13 years.
13 years.
2010.
Now tell them where you're at and the shows you're doing coming up and all that stuff.
I'll be in South Beloit next week on next Wednesday, as a matter of fact. It's out at a place called the Mustangs. I love it there. I've been there several times. After that, I will be in Batavia at Comedy Vault in Batavia. That's on a Sunday, April 16th, I believe. There's some shit in there in the middle, but I can't remember exactly what it is.
The Hollywood Palms.
And the Hollywood Palm Show. We're taking the month of April off. We had a bunch of other stuff going on. Shout out to my family. My aunt Lucille passed away this weekend, and so between that and my business partner, we both have a lot of personal family shit going on. We took the month off, but we'll be back in May for Mother's Day joint. May 8th, Hollywood Palms. It's a Tuesday night. We're gonna have a special Mother's Day joint. It's gonna be predominantly black comics coming out, so black people come out and show some love. We haven't had a predominantly black comic show yet, and we were waiting to make sure we got the shit right before we brought out our friends. I mean, we brought out all the people we brought out been friends. I don't make anybody to see this and feel like I'm slighting them with some shit like that. It's not like that. But I mean, before we brought out comics from the city, I don't want to make them drive all the way out here from the city and we on some shitty shit. So we're doing pretty good with it now, and we're ready to bring out the top level talent for the summer.
Before we go, that just sparks something. When you have a room full of white people and a room full of black people, and you tell a comedy, do you still tell it the same way, or do like some jokes land differently according to?
No. If I'm a room full of black people, I'm talking to family, and I can say shit differently. And when I'm in a room full of white people, I say things in a way that they gonna understand. When I'm in a room full of black people, I'm just talking. Like. Yeah, like that joke about, I don't have a joke about sending all white people to Mars. I have a joke, I'll tell you when we off air, but I have a joke similar to sending all white people to Mars, and I can't really tell that joke in a black room. It's not that it's not funny. Black people laugh at that joke all the time, but in the black room, it's gonna be too much of, that's right, yeah, you ain't lying. It's gonna be more of that shit. It's gonna be more sermon-esque. But in a room full of white people, it's so like, oh my God, to them, they crack up. They fucking die. So like, some of the jokes I do, I'll switch up. But also the way I deliver them, I switch them up too. My energy is different in the black room, because a black room, you gotta give, they gotta know you up there working. You know what I'm saying? They paid for their drinks or a ticket or whatever. They calling your ass out on that shit. And so yeah. My energy is a little bit different in the black room. I think my act is stronger in a black room, or if I see it predominantly, if it's a big section that's black, I'm like, okay, I'm doing this for y'all. Now, you white people, y'all getting some extra shit. Y'all getting some extra shit.
Extra sauce on the ribs.
It's not. Black crowds are just harder on comics, man, because if you...
You think so?
We are harder on comics because, look, it's a socioeconomic thing, man. I'll make it real simple. On average in America, white people have more money than black people. So going to a date night to a comedy club for some white dude, that ain't no, I paid $50 for tickets, blah, 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 no big deal. For that brother, that shit means something. Nigga, you better be funny. I spent $50 on this shit.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of that energy. And I'm in the same boat. Nigga, you better be motherfucking funny. You know, people spend money on this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not trying to start nothing and stuff like that. It's just the fact. I live in Naperville, man. It's the fact of the fucking world. There's more white people with money than there are black people with money. Hopefully that changes in the very near future, but as it stands right now, that's what it is.
Up on social media, where can people find you?
At Xavier Lamont. That's my new fan page on Facebook. I quit Facebook. I'm back now. Also, just Xavier Lamont. And XL Comedy Show on Instagram and TikTok. With Twitter, fuck it.
I appreciate your family. So I'm here. Well, I guess this is it. So this is KIK with God XL. We want to thank y'all for tuning in. We will have this on YouTube in about 2 days, so you can rewatch it and play it and try to send it to your friends.
Oh, there we go. Hey!
Oh, we're back. We're reconnected. We reconnected. What was I saying? Oh, I was about saying, make sure you support people who are doing positive things in the community, because we don't see that enough in Aurora. So support your people, whether you can repost their stuff, like their stuff, go to their shows, or buy their merch, do something, and try to support people who are doing some positive things in Aurora, trying to make Aurora a better place. And, oh, I wanted to talk about the commercials with Richard Irving, but